Hello my crafty people, my name is Notz and I run Notz and Crosses as well as Crocheting with Notz, and today I'll be showing you how to crochet this cookie keychain step by step. This is a beginner friendly tutorial and should take up to an hour to make, if not 2 hours maximum if you're a complete beginner. To do this project you'll need a 1.5 millimeter crocheting hook. If we can, there we go, a 1.5 millimeter crocheting hook, a yarn needle, a stitch marker. If you don't have a stitch marker, you can use either a safety pin, one of those small little hair clips. I had one, but I seem to have misplaced it while things for legs. One of those hair clips, or a simple paper clip if you don't have one. And if you know how to use the yarn trick, you can use a long piece of yarn to use as a stitch marker. You're going to also need a pair of scissors, a little bit of stuffing. This is going to be used to stuff your cookie so that it can look like this. A little bit of stuffing. And last but not least, you're also going to need 4-ply yarn. I'm using Mirage 4-ply yarn. This is the name of it. It's Mirage 4-ply yarn in light brown or camel if you're using any other brand, or if you're using the 4-ply yarn from Charity, it will be camel, or any other brown that you'd like to use. And a darker brown for the chocolate chips. So, and then here are the abbreviations that you'll be learning today. So there's a magic ring, there's a chain, there's a slip stitch, decrease, round, increase, which would be 2 single crochets in the exact same stitch, stitch, and the amount of increases, which would be times 6. That's the amount of times that you would have to have increased in each round. We'll be using the light brown yarn to make the whole body of the cookie. So they are make the whole body of the cookie. We will be making a magic ring using one of the two methods, either a magic ring or the chain 2 method. I'll show you how to do both the magic ring and the chain 2 method, and you can skip ahead to the chain 2 method if you don't want to do the magic ring, or you will find that the magic ring is a bit hard. To start off making the magic ring, it's very simple. We're going to hold our yarn, and by holding our yarn, we're going to hold it like this, and we're going to leave a really long tail at the back so that we can close the circle. You can leave it long or you can leave it short, but approximately 10 to 15 centimeters is long enough. Once we're done, we're going to take our working yarn, which is the yarn wrapped around, which is the yarn that leads to the yarn ball. We're going to wrap it around our 2 fingers like this. We're going to wrap it around our 2 fingers, just wrap it like this. Simple. And then we're going to come back to the top and make a cross, bringing it all the way down to hold. Once that is done, you should have a simple X just like this, right? So we're going to take our hook and we're going to bring it under the X, just like this. We're going to bring it under and over the top yarn, and we're going to pull the yarn that we just wrapped over to make that X. We're going to pull it through the bottom yarn, okay? So we're going to hook it, pull it through, and then you're going to twist, right? You're going to twist the yarn just like this. You're going to hold the top knot and pull your fingers through. Once you've done that, you should have a ring like this. And then you're going to chain 1. So how to chain 1 is you yarn over, you pull yarn over and pull through the loop, and you have the chain 1. And then you're going to crochet 6 inside, so 6 single crochets inside. So how you do it is you'll insert the hook through the center of the yarn of the loop, making sure that you carry both the yarns together. Then you yarn over, pull through the loop, and then you should have 2 loops on the hook. Then you yarn over, and then you'll pull through 2 loops, just like that. So let me repeat it for you. You're gonna push through the center of the magic ring, yarn over, pull through, then so that you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Then you have 2 chains, right? So we continue. So push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Continuing like that, and so we have 6. So now you should, if you are following me step by step, you should have 1, 2, 3. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that should be your, then that will be your 6 stitches. Then we'll take the tail that we left earlier and forgot about, and we'll pull to close the center circle. Just to pull like this, and then you'll have all your yarn, right? Then now that we have this is when we're going to need our stitch marker or your safety pin. So I'll show you how to use both, right? So that's your magic ring. So to start the new round, you just push through the 2 V's that you see on top, the sideways V's, these V's. This is the V at the top that you should be seeing once you've done your center part. You're just going to push through the V, yarn over, pull through so that you have two loops over the on your hook, yarn over and pull through both loops. Then that is your first stitch. You make sure that you use your safety pin, you push it through and then you close it. And then once you've done round 2, you come back to this very stitch with the safety pin, and then you continue crocheting to the next round. Okay, that is the magic ring, and so now I'm going to show you how to do the chain 2 method. So the chain 2 method is very simple. You'll do what we call a slip knot, not a magic knot, but a slip knot. So slip knot starts the exact same way as a magic ring. You can go and rewatch that, right? Starts the exact same way. Then you do the exact same thing. But now once you've pulled through, you will let go and then you'll pull the short yarn, the tail yarn, which is called the short yarn, which is called the tail yarn. You'll pull it so that the working yarn, which is the yarn connected to the yarn ball, can move easily through the slip knot. And then once you've done that, you'll chain 1, 2, just like that. And then you have 2 chains. So now you have 2 chains. So we're going to insert our hook into the second chain, not the chain closest to the hook, but the one furthest away from your hook. You're going to insert your hook, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through. Then you have 2 loops on your hook again. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then you have your first stitch. So now we're going to crochet 6 into the second stitch. So it's the same way as we did it in the magic ring. It's just now it's in the chain 2 space. The difference is that this leaves a bit of a hole in the center, whereas the magic ring doesn't. But this is easier to remember. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So once you have your 6 holes, your 6 stitches, my bad, once you have your 6 stitches, you are done. And if you see that you have a bit of a hole, you can just pull this back if you need, if it works. For me, it never works. Then you can start. Mostly the hole closes on its own, or a little more like crochet. So you'll start again the exact same thing as we did with the magic ring. You will do your first stitch. You'll take either your stitch marker or your safety pin, and you're gonna put it through, and voila, you can crochet your rounds. So I'm going to continue with the chain 2 method because mainly because I've already done it and I don't want to redo it, redo the whole magic ring. So now we're going to crochet 2 into each stitch, right? So this is our first stitch into the first stitch. So we're going to crochet another one into this first stitch, and we're going to do it 6 times. So if you are reading the subtitles, they would already be 2. Okay, going to crochet it in 2, there we go. Then into the next stitch, you push through, yarn over, pull through 2. Again into the same stitch, you push through, yarn over, you have 2 loops, pull, yarn over, pull through 2. To the next one, you push through, yarn over, pull through, then you have 2, then yarn over, pull through 2, and then we repeat it again. Push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You repeat it until you get to the end, and you count your stitches to make sure they are 12 stitches in the end. All right, so this is our last one. Then this is our very last one. You yarn over, you pull through. So what we are counting, it's these sideways V's. This is what we're counting. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 should be the one where the loop still is on. So now you have 12. So we're going to remove our stitch marker. We're going to pull the yarn so that the loop is tight here. So we're going to crochet 1, crochet in the first one, and then into the second one we're going to push through, yarn over, pull through. So this is our increase. So now it's 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So you've done 1 single crochet. Now we're going to increase, push through, yarn over. You have 2 loops, pull, yarn over, pull through 2. We repeat into the very exact same stitch, push through, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through 2. Then the next stitch we have 1 stitch, so we're going to make 1 stitch. Then we have 2, so it's an increase round, so it's 1 stitch and then 2 stitches. Then the next one is a single crochet yarn around 1, so it's 1 single crochet. So what I'm doing here, it's called carrying the yarn. So I just make sure that when I'm crocheting, it's in the center and it gets hidden as I go. So you crochet 1, so you push through, yarn over, pull through, chain 1, and then you got 1 stitch in the next one, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, then it's 2. Next stitch, like this, just like this until the end. Now some of you might get holes as you're going, but that's because maybe your tension is too tight, or or it might be smaller or too hard to push through. So maybe loosen the tension with this hand. So to make that, you just do as I did. Just make sure you have 3 loops, and then the yarn will flow on its own. So it should be like this. Now this one is an increase. Yarn over, then it's 1, 2, and it is the next one is a single crochet in 1 stitch. Next one is 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So 1, 2. Then the next one is 1 single crochet in 1 stitch. Next one is 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. To know that you're doing it right, you always end in an increase. You start with 1 single crochet in a stitch, you end with an increase. So the next one, next round. And so the next round is going to be 2 single crochets. So this stitch and this stitch will be 2 single crochets. So you insert, yarn over, pull through, place your stitch marker or safety pin or whatever you're using as a stitch marker. Stitch marker is a stitch marker. And you go into the next one. That is 2. Then you're going to increase 1, 2. Then again you're going to repeat 1 single crochet in each stitch, and then increase 1, 2. You're going to repeat it again, 1, 2, 2 stitches, and then you're going to do it into the third one. I can do into the third one, 1, 2, right? So it is 1, 2, and then it is increase, and then 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase. And now you have a full third round. So how we count our rounds: the first round where we did the 6 single crochets into the center, whether you're using the magic ring or the chain 2 method, the first ring has 6, the second ring has 12, the third ring has 18, the fourth ring has 24. So we're going into the fifth ring, and it, wait a minute, yes, and it'll be 3 single crochets and then an increase. All right, so exactly the same thing as we did, but now there's just 3. So it is 1, don't forget your stitch marker or your place marker, 1, and this is 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to increase into your fourth one, 1, 2, right? Same way we made the stitch. So it is 1, 2, 3. And this is going to be 1, 2 into the fourth one, right? Then again, 1, 2, 3. Then it is increase into the fourth one. Then it is 1, 2, 3. And then it is an increase into the fourth stitch. 1, 2. Now remember, increase is 2 stitches in the same, 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. 1, 2 into the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, and then it is increase into the fourth one. All right, just like this. So now you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, 5 rounds, I mean. And then into the 6th round we go. Now into that 4th stitch that we were doing the single crochet, the double increase. Now we're doing a single crochet. So we're going to count, we're going to do 4 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets in each of the 4 stitches, like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to increase 1, 2 into the 5th stitch. Then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to increase into the 5th stitch. Going to continue 1, 2, 3, 4, increase into the 5th stitch, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, increase into the 5th stitch. And then it is another 2 more sets of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase 1, 2, 3, 4. We increase, then 1, 2, 3, 4. We increase, and in this round you should have 36 stitches. So I'm just going to count mine just in case, because the little blunder I just had. Counting is one of the most difficult things for me, because I should already, when I count 1, 2, 3, 4, it should be fit. So we're going to count these stitches again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36. So this is 36 stitches that we have. So going on to round 7, which will be our last increase round. So again, I'm gonna do now and we do 5 single crochets then increase. So single crochet, that's 1 stitch, stitch marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, increase, 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 then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, increase, then for the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we increase, and you should have 42 stitches in this round. Right, once you have 42 stitches in this round, the next round is going to be 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. Right, so there's no more increases, so it's 1 single crochet, you must still have 42 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Sorry, I do use paper. 40, 41, 42. Now you have a complete. Now you finish round 8 of the crochet cookie. Now what we're going to do is round 9. We will do 5 decreases. There are different types of decreases, but I'll show you how to do the invisible decrease. So it's not 5, but we'll do 5 single crochets and a decrease. So into your first stitch, 1. Place a stitch marker. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. To do this decrease, you will take your hook, see the front loop. This is the front loop of the V-stitch. You'll push through the first front loop. You'll take again, you push through the second front loop, yarn over, pull through both those loops, then yarn over, pull through 2. So I'll show it to you one more time, and then you will see how you can do it. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's gonna be into the, so you see you've got your V just like this. Now into the front loop, the loop closest to you, right? In your V, this is the one that's furthest, this is closest. You'll push your hook through, then you'll push your hook through the next stitch, chain, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2. Or what you can do is you can just skip a stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip this one, then I go 1, 2. So it's still gonna be an invisible decrease. You just have to skip the stitch and not worked into it. Okay, so I'm just going to go back and do what I normally do. So just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like this. There we go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. Then our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once you're done with the then that's that. Decreased. Once you're done, you have your full top of the cookie done. It's finished, as you can see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our yarn again, going to yarn over, pull through, that's a slip knot, yarn over, pull through again, that's a chain one. Going to leave a long tail of about 10 inches, which is 25 centimeters long. Oops, my bad. My scissors are magnetic. Ooh. All right, now we're going to cut it. We're going to use this later to sew the bottom to the top, and we're going to pull and tighten the top part of the yarn just like this, and we are done. This is the top of your cookie, and now we're going to work on the bottom of the cookie. To make the bottom of the cookie, you'll do the same thing as you did at the top. We have the bottom of the cookie, which I only use from round 1 to round 6. You can rewind the video to watch how to, you can watch the video to rewatch how to make the bottom of it. So now we're going to fasten off the same way we did at the top of the cookie. Now instead of cutting off a really long piece of yarn, you're going to cut off quite a short bit of yarn that's going to allow you to be able to sew the edge in and to hide the edge. So it is done like this. You're going to take your yarn needle now. This is where the yarn needle comes in. Going to put your yarn through the yarn needle like this. So I put the smaller ones because the thinner yarn gets thinner, the smaller yarn needle, and because the bigger yarn needles would not be the best. Okay, I'm not doing anything too hectic. I just hit it into the inside of the thing, into the inside like this. Nothing too hectic. We'll learn how to do hectic stuff later. You have the top and the bottom of your cookie, right? So the top and the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the chocolate chips. Using the brown yarn, we're going to cut a really, using the brown yarn, we're going to cut a really long strip. Not too long, but long. We're going to cut one long strip. We're going to sew small little brown stitches just to make it look like we have chocolate chips into the top of our cookie. So you can start wherever you like. I'm just going to start here, and they'll be as random as you can think. So randomize them, make them bigger, make them splotchy, make them look like cute little V's. So you see, just like what I'm doing, just insert it. So let me just show you how to insert it. I forgot, make them face whichever way you want them to face, right? Just make sure you do not tangle up your sewing yarn. So with this, now I'm going to show you this one. You're going to come all the way here. You're going to find a hole in between the stitches. Doesn't really matter actually how you do it. Going to pull yarn through. Now you have two yarns. Now you have two little chocolate chips. Then you're going to repeat. And so your cookie is full of chocolate chips. Just like this. Right, and so your cookie is full. Right, I'm not gonna make mine fully full, but I am going to try to get back to where my starting point was, which would have been just touch the ring light. Oh my goodness, just about here, just like this. Now what I like to do is I like to tie the starter and the end so that the cookie doesn't come apart. Just like this. Now that this is done, it's done. And here's your cookie with the chocolate chips in it. I know there's some blank spaces, but that's how it goes. Now for the assembly, we're going to take the bottom of our cookie and the top of our cookie. We're going to put it together like this. I like to put the two raw edges together so it will look like this. Right, and then we're going to remove the brown yarn thread from our needle. We're going to put it through this needle and to put this brown yarn through the needle. Now to sew the two cookies together, we're going to use the stitches, the innermost stitches. So the back loops, this is what we call the back loops. We're going to sew it along the edge using the back loops only, just like this. So I am using a tapestry needle, so it's not that sharp, mainly because I could not find any yarn needles when I needed one, but this works perfectly for this kind of this size amigurumi. As long as it's not too big, the yarn is not too chunky, it works perfectly well. So just the two back loops only, just like this, and we'll do it until we have maybe a small space left, and then I'll see you back here. Okay, so once you've done, you must leave maybe a gap this big, like this big, and then just make sure that the extra yarn is stuffed inside. We're going to take our stuffing, right? We're going to just shove it into there like mad people. We're not going to overstuff it, but you stuff it until you see maybe a, where's my cookie? A similar shape to this one, right? Just a similar shape. So we're going to stop the fit and then we're going to shape it. And we're going to shape the cookie. And this was more than enough stuffing. And then we're going to try and shape the cookie to see if we need to add more stuffing. Doesn't look like it. So once that is done, we are going to continue sewing the edge of the cookie. Sometimes I like to skip stitches because I didn't do it properly. There we go. The last one, just to finish it off. And we stuff it in, shove it into the, sew it into the body of the cookie. Just like that. Then now we shape the pretty cookie. Okay, mostly this to me, like it got its shape on its own. So as long as the crocheting is proper, it'll get its shape. And then done. Here's your cookie keychain. What you can do after this is you can add a keychain if you know you want it to be for a bag, or you can keep it like this for a friend to use as a decoration piece. But to add a keychain, you push your hook through the front, the top. So the top pieces that you crocheted where you ended and started, you push your hook through there, taking all the loops with you. You pull yarn over, pull through, then you chain 40, you yarn over, make a slip stitch, chain 40. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So your chain 40, you come back to the exact same place, then draw, comes back exact same place. Right next to that spot, you push through, yarn over, pull through, and then slip stitch, then slip knot, chain 1, cut yarn, and then finish off. Okay, that's very weird. So once that is done, you have your cookie. You'll take these pieces, please excuse the birds. Take these pieces, you will sew into the cookie and out the bottom of the cookie like this. And then like this. I'm gonna use, then you can stuff it, shove it into the cookie. So I'm going to use my hook. Hey, here's a little crochet cookie all done. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you had as much fun as I did teaching you how to crochet as you did learning how to crochet it. This is one of the first few things that I learned how to crochet when I started crocheting amigurumi. It was a very simple cookie that went together. This one feels a little bigger than this one, but they're the same size. But anyways, yeah, it was a very simple cookie and very simple flowers, which is what we'll be doing. I do have a cute little crochet pack coming out soon, hopefully next week, fingers crossed. Where it will have all the materials and all you do is buy it and you have everything, and it's gonna have the exact, well, not the exact, but more or less the exact amount of wool that you will need to make the amigurumi, and there'll be more patterns coming out soon. And remember, it does not have to come out perfect. Every stitch is a part of your crocheting journey, and it's what makes the crochet piece unique to you, and it's what it makes yours. Mine are unique because they never come out the same size. For some odd reason, my tension is always different. This one is smaller than this one, right? They're never the same. And you can make as many cookies as you like. You can add any fun keychain. You can gift it to a friend who loves cookies. I will try and make like a cookie thing, but let's first see how the cookie packs work, how the crochet packs work. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a subscribe, like, and a comment down below. I will be going through all my comments. And as well, please don't forget to share with your friends who would love to learn how to crochet. And this is the most perfect date night or friendship group thing to do together. Thanks for watching, and thanks for crocheting with me, crafty people, and my non-crafters who are wanting to become crafty people. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.